like, what, 300 books in my entire life and I'm already 16? Do you know how long it would take me to read 13 million books?
But honey, you don't have to read every one of them. So how much is it? How much is it? 58. What did you do?
I have not done a book haul since I started working at the bookstore that I'm currently working at, and clearly working at a bookstore has done nothing for my book buying problem. So I thought since it's been a while, I would go ahead and show you everything that I had collected since working there. Starting with Pucked by Helena Hunting. This is obviously a hockey romance, and this book has the coolest sprayed edges I think I've ever seen in my life. I don't know anything about it, but I had to own it, obviously. Okay, then we have Business or Pleasure by Rachel Lynn Solomon. My manager recommended this to me. Obviously, I'm thinking it is a workplace romance, which is not usually my thing, but gonna give it a try. Okay, All Roads Lead Here by Mariana Zapata. I have been wanting to read a Mariana Zapata book for so long. I haven't done it yet. I think this is the one that I am going to start with. Okay, this is a random one. This is actually from Barnes & Noble, Soul of an Octopus. This is a non-fiction book. It says it's a surprising exploration into the wonder of consciousness. I just feel like I'm gonna like this. Okay, Playing Hard to Get by Monica Murphy. I have been into sports romances lately. Again, cute sprayed edges. Just as a cute looking book. Okay, The Fake Mate by Lana Ferguson. I saw a lot of people recommending this book around the time that Bride came out because it has some of the same characteristics, shall we say. I've never read a Lana Ferguson book. Obviously gonna start with that one. 11 Other Conspiracies, obviously also from Barnes & Noble by Mallory Marlowe. It's like a paranormal romance. I love anything that's like paranormal. There's like a Bigfoot podcast or something. Okay, The Temporary Roomie by Sarah Adams. I have started reading Sarah Adams this year, and I really wanted to try this one after I finish her like Rome, Kentucky series, because I think there is a pregnancy trope in this book, and I don't know why I'm really liking the pregnancy trope these days. The Neighbor Favor by Christina Forrest. This one sounds so good. This girl's favorite author ends up living next to each other, and then they have a romance. Okay, You with a View by Jessica Joyce. Literally most gorgeous cover ever. I love it so much. I don't know what it's about, but I've heard it's good, and honestly, I feel like I might just not read the back and then just go straight into it because, hello. I already read this one, but When in Rome by Sarah Adams. I actually got the entire Rome, Kentucky series, so When in Rome, Practice Makes Perfect, which is the one I'm on now, and then her new one, Beg, Borrow, or Steal, which is between two teachers. That's gonna be so cute. Then, as I said, I'm into the pregnancy trope, so Ready or Not by Cara Bastone. Heard that the MMC in this book is like the golden retriever. And then lastly, The Favorites by Lane Fargo. I've heard so much about this book recently from people. I loved They Never Learn, which I read last year by also Lane Fargo. And I've heard that this one is amazing and follows two figure skaters, which I love watching figure skating. I don't know a lot about it, but I feel like I'm going to become completely obsessed with this book. And seems like everyone is giving it 5 stars that has read an early copy, so I'm excited. Yeah, that's my massive book haul. Let me know if you guys have read any of these books and which ones I need to prioritize, put on the priority TBR. Maybe I'll get to some of them this month. So yeah, I will talk to you guys soon.
So what, shall we?
Love will ring for eternity. The waves will break every chain on me. My bones will bleed.
Here are some of my favorite fantasy books that actually have spice in them, because while I love a good YA fade to black, it doesn't always scratch the itch that you need it to, you know? And when I say spice, I'm talking anything that's not fade to black. Anything that is detailed in the book that goes past the level of swapping spit, playing tons of hockey, French kissing. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking more than that, okay? I'm not talking anything crazy for you dark romance girlies out there, but drop the Rex in the comments, please. These are just your fantasy books that have spice in them, because if you haven't read these, just know they're not fade to black, okay? First up, we have The Serpent and the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent. I will never shut up about Carissa Broadbent. If you're wondering what to read after your SJM hangover, Carissa Broadbent. either this series or the Daughter of No Worlds series. This series in particular has more spice than Daughter of No Worlds. I love this with all of my heart. This is about a competition between vampires that takes place like every 100 years, and our main character is a human that enters because she is tired of living with the vampires and feeling so inferior and like she can't defend herself. So she enters this competition because at the end of it, they get a gift from a goddess, and obviously she wants to be as strong as everybody that she lives around. However, in this competition, she meets a very stunning Nightborn vampire who has wings, and he, of course, wants to be allies. She's hesitant. Only one person can survive this competition, but they fall in love anyway. And it goes from there. And this duology is so good. Truly one of my favorite fantasy duologies I have ever read in my life. Carissa Broadbent is one of my favorite authors of all time. Trust me on this, okay? Fourth Wing and Iron Flame. In book 1, they literally shatter a wardrobe and a window and a desk in their endeavors. And in Iron Flame, my house, my chair, my woman. That's all I have to say. Zodiac Academy. I haven't finished the series. I don't know if I will. It's essentially about a school for special people based on their zodiac sign. I don't want to give too much away. It's really fun to go in blind. They're all different kinds of shifters and stuff like that. This is a very long series. I don't know if I ever will get around to finishing it because I finished book 4 and the rest of them are so long. It's very intimidating, but nobody can deny that the spice in this is something else. Throne of the Fallen by Carrie Maniscalco. If you read Iron Flame and you ate up that throne scene, read this. Do you like demon princes, witches, fae, werewolves, vampires? They're all in here. They're all in here. This was my favorite fantasy read of 2023. And there is spice. And it is good. It is good. Last but not least, we have From Blood and Ash and A Shadow in the Ember. I'm not gonna lie to you, this is the prequel to From Blood and Ash. It is essentially a carbon copy of this book, but it's okay because this is the best book in the series and I would read 900 carbon copies of it if I didn't have to read the rest of the series with it because unfortunately it lost me after book 3. However, the spice in these, this is the blueprint. Like, Jennifer L. Armentrout knows what she's doing when it comes to tension and slow burn and angst and spice. These are really good. These are, honestly, I recommend these sometimes, like, as standalones, if you don't mind cliffhangers.
Wait. What the I don't know what's going on with you.
How the hell you spell chauffeur? Chauffeur. Ooh, fancy pants, Rich McGee over here.